Welcome, everyone. Oh, my goodness. We're so excited to be with you all tonight. I am Cindy Brentison. This is my amazing husband, Jens Brentison. We're coming to you from St. Augustine, Florida. We couldn't be more excited to be the host this evening. There's so many things that we could share with you, and we're going to keep it very simple and give you just a quick overview for the next 20-30 minutes. And then we have a mini motivational message coming to you from one of our leaders, Lynn Millett. So every Monday night from 7 to 8 Eastern Standard Time, our team, either us or some of the leaders on our team, actually lead a Zoom where we do a technology and opportunity overview and help your guests understand how they can get their product at wholesale, or someone else leads it. And many times we open up for a Q&A. We'll probably have time tonight for that. But the most important thing I want you to know tonight is the reason we do these every single Monday is so that you can bring your guests on to meet us or to meet whoever's leading the group, and you can actually have them hear from someone besides you what we're offering. And this is the most incredible technology I've ever seen in my 50 years as a healthcare professional. So I get so excited. I could literally talk to you for hours, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to keep it very simple and very quick. We're going to run through this. But, the thing is that if I've been a healthcare professional 50 years and this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, there must be something to it. And what I love is this little patch is all natural. It's not putting a single thing in my body. It's just reflecting my own light, and it's stimulating my body to do what God intended it to do, and that's repair itself. How much greater could that be? And we've been married 49 years, and Jens and I have been in business together over 50 years. So when we looked at this, we did not realize there was also an income opportunity. So if you're brand new tonight and you're hearing about, your friend wanting you to hear about this, there's an opportunity that as you wear this patch, this little patch, that you're able to be their voice. You're able to be the voice for LifeWave, and they want to pay you by saying thank you when you share with others. And so if you're brand new tonight, we want you to know how to get your patches at wholesale. So first, we're going to start by telling you a little bit about the man behind the company, David Schmidt. He is an amazing gentleman. He is, honestly, I think he's a genius.
Yep. Actually, say David Smith. You can see there he holds over 200 patents. He's a scientist and inventor, and he's been doing this for well over 20 years, longer than that, as he got started way back in the late 90s with the Navy SEALs creating a patch for the government, which they used in the guys going down in mini subs and stuff, and then that's kind of how his business got started. In 2008, he focused on stem cell research, and $4.5 million, and 10 years it took him to bring this product to market. But
Wow.
we're glad he stuck with it.
How amazing is that, right? I mean, it's just, not too many people have that kind of stamina, but he had that to keep putting the effort forward to bring this forward for us. And he didn't even know who it was going to be for. And yet now we have a chance to share with the world, because I've realized that if you're breathing, you need this technology. So this is the patent that we stand on. It is a US governmental patent. And it's going to say in here that you can place this patch anywhere on your body. And as we place this patch, we peel the back, put this little sticker on our body anywhere you want. I've put it here tonight so you can see it. Sometimes I wear it here during the day. But this is going to literally get on my body, become activated by the heat of my body, and then it's going to become like a mirror reflecting my own infrared light. We all emit infrared light. and it's going to reflect my light back into my tissue, just like it's going to do for you. And then it's going to do what this patent says. It's going to elevate the copper peptide. It's going to activate the stem cells. And so many things come from that, all the way down to elevation of collagen production again. Why does this matter? Everybody today that knows anything about health and wellness knows that the most important thing they can find is something to do with getting peptides, stem cells, collagen, reduce inflammation, helping healing. And what about age reversal? Well, this little tech patch with this little technology is going to stimulate your body, and it's going to be able to do these things because we were created to repair ourselves. And that's what this patch is going to help us do. Now, it doesn't treat, heal, or cure us. It's stimulating. So how does it work? Well, I've said it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. It's reflecting our own light back into the tissue. It's a nanocrystal technology, and it is patented. So inside this patch are just little nanocrystals. This patch is non-transdermal, non-invasive. That means nothing comes out of this patch and goes into your body. So it's going to reflect our light to activate, no drugs, no chemicals or stimulants. And the most important thing here is that someone who's like an Olympian or someone, a pro athlete, they can use this patch too, because their blood may be tested, but nothing's going into their tissue, nothing at all. This is a stimulation using your light.
All right, benefits of X39. Well, there's a whole bunch of them, but I mean, the list goes on and on. But I mean, optimum health and wellness, and improved exercise and performance, and improvement in strength, improvement in stamina, energy flow. Like Cindy said, no drugs or stimulants. You don't have to worry about this product like stuff you hear on TV taking out your liver, or your heart, or your kidneys or something. There's nothing there to you know to, to do any
No damage.
any harm
Right.
in any way. And like I say, the list of this goes on and on. So really, it's just creating a complete state of physical, mental, and social well-being. And the long-term results, this is where to me it gets really exciting. Some people see results in a few days. Some it takes several weeks to see results. But you just know that as soon as you put that patch on your body, it's already going to work, whether you see it or not.
Whether you feel it or not.
Yeah, whether you feel it or not. And in the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. And to me, this is exciting because that's almost a quarter of the genes in your body. And as we age, we have genes that turn on that we wish would stay off, and genes that turn off that we wish would stay on. So that right there in itself is enough, really, to wear the patch. But um, within weeks, your brain becomes balanced. And that's a biggie, in today's world. I mean, everybody's walking around with brain fog and everything else. And this here, stimulates your brain. Collagen increases. What I got to say about this is the best collagen in the world.
It's our
Yours.
collagen.
It's
Yeah.
yours. There is no better collagen than what your body um, um, makes. I mean, you're not swallowing pills, rubbing on creams, or any of that kind of stuff. And your heart reverses in age. As we age, that's important. And there is studies that show that. So at the end of the day, it's not anti-aging; it's actually age reversing.
So if it's doing this with your brain and your heart, can you imagine? It's also affecting in a very positive way all of your organs. Again, it's not treating, healing, or curing. It's only stimulating your body to do what it's capable of.
All right. How do you wear the X39? Well, guys, there's nothing simpler that you can do for your health. You're simply just sticking this little patch on your body. And, it shows this case study, they show it at the base of the neck or under the belly button, and they do it for the studies. But, I always say if it hurts, just stick it there. So basically, you put it on for 12 hours and then take it off at night, and let your body rejuvenate. So, just put it on, you brush your teeth, and take it off at night. And it's about that simple.
So we want to share just a tidbit of our testimonies. And I think what's exciting is that when we got started, we did a little research but we didn't even have a patch. And I remember saying to Jens, if this even does half of what I'm reading it could do for us and how we might, the testimonies we might get, this is incredible, right?
Yep.
Well, once we got our patches, we didn't really know what we were going to get, just like you may not. And all of a sudden, the first night, I was sleeping better. Well, the funny thing is that I was sleeping better within the first 24 hours, but my baby sister didn't notice anything for 6 weeks. And that's when she had some improvement in her legs calming down at night while she was sleeping. And so then Jen started noticing energy.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes on and on. We had things that we didn't feel, like his gum health was improving, his gum recession improved. I had things that were going on with my mental clarity. I couldn't see that happening. And, my mind was just working better. So the bottom line is your body is going to do what
Yep. What
it
it
is
needs.
able to do.
Yep.
And your brain's going to tell the stimulation from this technology to where it needs to go. So that's why everybody's bodies respond, really well, but we never know how long is it
Yep.
going to take or what are we going to get. So our teamwork is called This Is It Team. And this is what I love. We created an info site. It's called thisisitinfo.com. Everything that you could want to know about the technology and the case studies and the patents and David Schmidt, it's all right there. This makes it so simple for you. And that's for the people who need a deep dive. There's some people out there like that. You got to know it all before you make a decision. And I say, peel the patch, stick it on your body, go do life, and let it do what it does. But sometimes there's people that have to know more. And that's why this site right here is safe and gives you accurate information, all approved by LifeWave. So, a little bit about where the company has come from and where we're going.
All right. As I said earlier, the company's over 20 years old. We're in 75 plus countries, and in the company for about 20 years was right around $20 million. And then the X39 came out in 2019, and you can see the numbers just started going up rapidly. And our teamwork got involved in 2022. That's where the big jump came.
Yeah.
And we're actually credited with 58% of the company's business comes through our teamwork. So, as you can see, that this company is literally on fire as far as growth, and our teamwork is obviously on fire too, because that's what's pushing the numbers up. We're pushing for $1 billion. Well, I don't know if we made it. I guess we're out of
In
2000.
25, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're out. I don't know if we made it or not. We'll
We'll find out
hear about
soon.
that shortly. I'm sure we didn't miss it by much. And it's like I say, we are the number one momentum company in the world. There's not another direct selling company out there growing at the rate this company is.
The momentum and the fastest growth.
So
It's been incredible.
the opportunity here is huge. If somebody's looking for something to um,
And the reason
make it,
that is because nobody knows about this and we all need it.
yeah.
So this is so exciting for me because in the beginning, we did not have this award. This is the Biotech Breakthrough Award. And why I'm so excited when somebody says, oh, I wonder if it really works or it doesn't work. Well, let me tell you what, we went against thousands of nominations from over 15 different countries. And look at this, LifeWave earns the product wins Stem Cell Innovation of the Year in 2025. This just happened a couple months ago for the Biotech Breakthrough Award. Now, when I see this, I'm like, that's it. That's it. It's a done deal. So this is really one of the first things I share with people because if we can earn this award, that tells you an awful lot about this technology. And we don't know some of the people on tonight, we don't know you yet. We can't wait to get to know you because we love just being a part of blessing our teamwork and becoming like family with everyone. But whatever might be important to you, we don't know, But we do know that today everybody is praying for something to help them sleep better, to feel better, to have mental clarity. We know that everybody is praying for something to help them get out of debt or to have more income, to do more for and with their family or security. And so maybe it's travel, and so we're so excited to share this with you because there's the technology, there's the incredible man behind this product, and this company is solid, 21 years old. And here we are now with 9 ways to earn income. This is what LifeWave has done for us. So what's exciting is that we are actually building what's called a binary. You are not required to share with anyone. It's a privilege. If you would like to tell others about how they can get their product for wholesale, use it, and begin their journey to get their story, you get to do that. And all you're doing is enrolling to get your product at wholesale, you're wearing it, and you're sharing the opportunity with others. So we have a binary. That just means that the person who invited you tonight, when they sponsor you, you're going to go either on their left leg or their right leg. Very, very exciting because when you get your position and you get your product coming at a wholesale price, this is something we didn't realize. Anyone who comes on that leg after you falls in the first open space below you, and you are able, as you're sharing and enrolling other people, you're able to match that volume that the others that you don't know bring in and get paid off of it. So when we look over here at the different ranks that you can see, it starts at 1 and 2, 3-star manager, and it goes on up. And you can see the weekly maximum binary bonus earnings. Those are weekly. That's pretty amazing. But it's because we're able to earn off of other people who get placed below us. So getting our position is always very key to get our product at wholesale, get started, and get our spot. But getting started is as easy as placing your friends and acquaintances on your left leg or your right leg. You're just bouncing back and forth to give them a position so they can get their product at wholesale.
All right. The company wants you to get started strong. Cindy just said, place somebody in your right leg and somebody in your left leg. That's usually pretty easy. That's mom, dad, brother, sister, grandpa, whoever.
Yeah.
And to do that, the company wants you, like I say, wants you to get started strong. When you place 2 people on the advanced package or above, the company will pay you an extra $25 a week.
Yes.
for 9 weeks. And then if you just do 2 more, you'll get another $25. So you can earn right there $450 in the 9 weeks. And if you sign up that 4 people on the advanced package, that's another $300. So right there in the first 9 weeks, you can make $750. So,
and that's because you've ranked advanced from 1-star manager to 2-star manager, bringing friends along with you that you would have told about a restaurant or Costco or something anyway.
So what I like about this, if your funds are a little bit short, the company's giving you a way to pay for your product.
That's right.
Right out the gate.
Yeah, it's amazing. So then the mentor matching bonus.
Mentor matching bonus. Well, this crazy thing goes up to $20,000 per person
per week.
Per week. And you can see the levels there, from one star director up, the further you rank, the more levels you get paid down. So, I mean, this is just another incredible way that the company pays us. And, really this whole system is just based on duplicating your efforts. As I said before, you go sign up 4 people. You make an extra 450 plus 300, and just help the people you sign up do the exact same thing.
And we all do the exact same thing. We are duplicating each other. That's why we have a system. Our system is something that allows us to all do the same thing over and over, and we never get tired of it because it's always new faces and new people to be a blessing to. So you're probably saying, okay, I want to know how to get my product at wholesale. It's very simple. The person who invited you tonight will get you the enrollment form or take your information when you get done previewing this. You have 4 packages to pick from. The first is called core. Let me tell you what all of this means. So these patches come in a envelope called a sleeve. There are 30 patches in every envelope. And I believe actually that we are no longer using the blue envelopes. I think you're only getting the white envelopes like you see in the picture. I just happen to have one of these still on my desk. But you would get 3 sleeves on a core. Who would want a core package? A core package is for someone who is just wanting, you're just saying, I just want to try the product. That's all I want. I just want to try it. So you would get the core package, make sure everybody in your house is trying it because that's where the excitement comes in. You know, you might feel or see something, another person might feel something else, and they may notice something about you. That happened with us. We saw each other changing a little bit, and we didn't see it on ourselves. But that core package is just someone who wants to try it. So it would be 3 sleeves at $295. That's the most expensive way to buy it. And you're going to have shipping and tax added to every package. There is a 30-day money back guarantee on anything you get. So there is really no risk. And you're not paying for something outside of just getting your product. So the advanced package, which is kind of what we call the basic minimum package you want to get, is 6 sleeves at $535. You can see the price per sleeve comes down. But why I love this package and the next two is that when I order those, and this is just an enrollment package, I'm able to share with my mother, my sister, get them enrolled, and then I loan them a sleeve while they wait for theirs to come in so that they can get started right now while they're excited. And then when their product arrives, they just give me my loaner sleeve back. In order to get paid all of the income that you're going to earn, you will be required to be on an advanced package or advanced plus or premium. But the core, they're just looking at you as someone just trying it. The advanced plus, you're getting another improvement in price, 11 sleeves at 88.64 each. And the premium was the one we came in on because it was the absolute best choice, best price. We got 20 sleeves, but we were so glad we did because we started sharing with people and we wanted them to get started. So we're like, here's a sleeve, only the people that live local to us. And we loaned them a sleeve so they could go ahead and start sharing and start building their business and start getting their testimony. And we loved having the extra inventory and the best price. Now, 1 sleeve subscription is something you would put maybe with the core package because you're not trying to earn income back maybe. But on the advanced plus, your auto ship will start in 30 days and you want the 2 sleeve subscription so that you can get all of the money that you are earning in the 9 ways coming to you. The premium, that monthly subscription order doesn't start for 90 days. So that's another reason it makes it the best package for you. So if you came in on core tonight and tomorrow you said, you know what, I really should have got the advanced plus, or the premium, all you have to do is contact the person who invites you tonight and they will help you to upgrade. You pay the difference of price and you get the difference in sleeves. So when I mentioned earlier that our teamwork created thisisitinfo.com so that you could understand the technology, we also created thisisitteam.com, and that's so that you can go and understand, how do you enroll someone? How does the compensation plan work? So everything that we're talking about, everything we're doing, all the way down to this slide presentation is actually in thisisitteam.com. But the most important thing is that tonight, before you lay your head on the pillow, get your product. I cannot emphasize this enough because we have experienced so much from this patch. Again, it didn't treat, heal, or cure us, but it has absolutely changed our lives physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially over the last 3.5 years. And we're so excited to be able to partner with you and help you to get some of the same blessings that we have had. Now, there are disclaimers. We want you to know that Lifeway products are for general wellness and they're intended, just to help create a general state of health and healthy activity. So there are things that we want you to understand, and that's that we don't make any claims. I never make any claims about anything I do in the medical field. I'm just like, hey, I don't know what your body's going to get or what your body's going to do, but I'm telling you what, this is greater than anything I've ever seen. The other disclaimer is that we don't make any promises or guarantees regarding income, but if you do the footwork, your opportunity from your effort will be greater than if you don't share and don't tell others about it. There's an amazing opportunity for you to earn. And this company is so incredible. They offer us the privilege of actually earning volume and earning points that we can earn trips. So the next trip that we are actually working on right now, and if you're hearing about this for the first time tonight, you could probably still qualify. We have up until February 22nd at midnight to earn 7 weeks left to earn a trip to Honolulu with the teamwork, and it will be May 5th through May 9th. So what do we say? Let's all earn it and go together.
Yep.
That's where the real fun begins. Jens and I have gotten to know so many, haven't we? So many of our teamwork. We've met on these free trips and we didn't know them before. And then we come home like family, like best friends. And the reason this slide is up, we are going this weekend. We actually leave Wednesday for All In Convention. Now, this is something that our team does. This year we're offering 2 conventions. The first one is this weekend. It's at the Eric Worre Studio in Las Vegas. You can be a part of that in person. We're offering discounted prices for some seats that are left. I think they're still available. And there's an opportunity to get a virtual ticket. So you could be in your own home and you could even invite a group over, and right there in your home, you could watch and plan together of how you're going to take what's taught and change your family's future also. Then in August, we have rented, This Is It team has rented in Orlando the largest World Marriott for This Is It Unstoppable Convention. So just ask the person who has invited you tonight about these. You can go to thisisitconvention.com and you can purchase tickets, or you can go to the QR code. But this is way too big to be left behind. We don't want you to miss it. And this Wednesday at noon, so every Wednesday except during certain holidays, we have Eastern Standard from 12 to 12:30. We do a 30 minutes called Power 30. All team is invited. This week on Wednesday, Jens and I will be leading, and it's going to be a discussion on making plans to upgrade your 2026 LifeWave story. So we have a little discussion, a little challenge, and you get to ask questions that you might have, and we have a lot of fun, don't we?
We do.
So now I'm excited to invite you to sit back, get your pens and your paper ready, because we are going to have a little mini Monday motivational message with Lynn Millette. She is one of our leaders, and she is going to bring some tidbits to you. You're going to be so excited, and we're just so honored to have her on board with our teamwork and to be able to glean from her tonight what it is that she wants to share with you. Just sit back, get ready to take notes, and enjoy. Lynn, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you being with us tonight. And thank you so much for what you're about to share with us.
Thank you, Cindy and Jans, and thanks for asking me to do this. Um, when they asked me to do a little motivational message, I thought, is that something I can do or not? And then I thought very selfishly, this would be good for me, and that is really how it happened. I thought this would really be great for me because I'm going to motivate not only you, hopefully, but motivate myself. So I call this motivational message unstoppable and ready for 2026. Imagine that. Now, have most of you thought about or set your goals already for 2026? Because we're just a few days into the month. I bet a lot of you have already thought of that. And, it's kind of a thing that we go through every year and we kind of set our goals and think, what we're going to do. Um, but do you rush into setting that goal or how are you setting that goal? So I kind of looked up online and what are some of the goals that people set? Well, there are the standard goals of faith and exercise and healthy eating and all of that. And, those are goals that I probably set just like you every single year. Well, how am I going to get those goals to work? And more importantly, is why am I going to get those goals to work? And I think unless we focus on the why, that it doesn't matter so much the how. Did you know that your smallest daily habits are what creates miracles in your life?
Mm.
So I decided, okay, let's look at this and let's break this down. Um, I'm going to get up every day at 6 o'clock in the morning because that's my time. I don't know what you want to do. And from 6 to 7, I'm going to have that be my spiritual time, my prayer time, my God time, and help me focus on, where God wants to lead me. And then also in the morning, because I'm a morning person, so everything I'm saying, I want you to think about yourself. Also in the morning, for me, I'm going to set a minimum of an hour. And in that hour, I'm going to focus on my business. So those of you that are in this is it team or in this business with us, you can take that time to reflect on who do I need to call? Who do I need to follow up with? Is there a contact that I made that I might need to call? So that's a morning habit. And like I said, it's the smallest habits that you're going to have that are going to create the miracles in your life. So I came up with three focus words. Now, I want you to think about, you're going to come up with your three focus words, but the ones that I chose were prepare, persistence, which is kind of consistency, but prepare, persistence, and prosper. Those were the three words that I came up with. Um, Kind of came up with prepare because I'm really lazy. And that part, I refer to, let's say you're going to paint a bedroom. Don't ever ask me because I'm the worst painter in the world. If I'm going to help you paint, I'm going to probably have hair paint on the back of my hair and all over my clothes because it's not my thing. And the thing I hate the most about preparing to paint is you have to tape off all that stuff and you have to, go around all the corners. So I thought prepare was an excellent word for me because it's not something that I like to do. I'm kind of like, let's just do it. So the next word I came up with was persistent. That's another word for me because I'm not really consistent and persistent. I was a flight attendant. I'm kind of a, let's throw it out there. Maybe I should call this person or that person, but I'm not consistent and persistent. And the third word that I came up with was prosper. And I think that we can probably all agree on the word prosper, and we'll go a little bit more into detail. So those were the goals that I outlined for myself. And I want you to think about what you're going to outline for yourself. But let's start with prepare. As I said, that hasn't been a strong suit for me. So, how am I going to prepare? So since it's not a strong suit for me, I need to think about, why am I going to prepare? Am I going to prepare because I want to help the people that I'm involved with? Do I want to prepare? Or let's say I'm going to listen to Zooms. Am I going to listen to the Zooms because I have to, or because Cindy and Jen said, you need to be on those Zooms every week? Well, sometimes the Zooms become repetitious. So how am I going to prepare for that? Well, it's not how am I going to prepare, it's why am I going to prepare? So why am I going to prepare for those? Because I want to be able to have the confidence that God is giving me to be able to go out and speak to people with confidence and with being authentic. I want to have that in my spirit, and I can't do that unless I prepare. Or would you, I want to listen and prepare because I want God to enlighten me. So when I see that next person that I talk to, I want to be able to say what God has intended me to say. Well, I can't do that without preparation. My past self would say, "Oh, I'll just wing it," because that's my personality. And I am good at winging it. I will tell you that. I'm pretty good at winging it. But I want to be prepared because I don't want it to necessarily be me. I want God to prepare me so that I can help and focus on the people that need my help, or that or God has put in front of me. Um, and then also I want to prepare so I will have a very clear vision of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So it's not just doing something. I think unless you ask yourself and search in your soul about why you're doing it, I think then we're missing the boat. Um, and then not only that, I don't want to just create obedience that this is what I have to do. I want to create small, faithful steps to compound what I've been giving and what I've learned. So when I'm going out to talk to people, I want to have the confidence, and I want to be able to have the faithful steps to go out and help people. Now, what about you? I don't know about you. I don't know if this is one of your goals. You may have a different word, you may have something else, but I know that you need to set your why. So the second word, which is really tough for me, is persistent. Well, and consistent. So, like I said, that's not my nature, that's not my personality. So, why? Why would I be persistent? Well, I wrote down persistence isn't about pushing harder, it's about staying steady. And even when your motivation sometimes fades, it's about staying steady. So maybe your persistence is about staying steady. I'm gonna do this because if I am persistent, then my family is going to be benefiting from this. If I'm persistent and consistent in my daily and weekly habits, then, I'll be able to take my kids to Disney World, which costs a gazillion dollars now to take your grandkids to Disney World. Or if I'm persistent and consistent, I'm going to feel so much better about myself. I'm going to have more self-esteem. I'm going to feel better because I know that I'm achieving something really special. Um, One of the things I wrote down is, don't track your efforts. We tend to do that, especially if we're setting goals. Let's just track what we do, and let's see how many calls we make, and let's do this and let's do that. Don't track your efforts. Just track your results, because the results will be there. They will happen from your efforts. I wrote down, I can anchor my persistence in prayer, daily prayer for a bright future that God has designed for my life. So I'm going to anchor my persistence with God and daily prayer. So all of that is going to lead you into the next P, which is prosperity. Now, we all like that. That prosperity sounds good, right? But did you know that prosperity isn't just about money? Prosperity is about peace, it's about provision, and it's also about purpose in your life. So those are all important things. So if you don't think about, I'm doing this to be prosperous and I just want to make money, why don't you think about that if I'm prosperous, I'm going to have more peace in my life? Or what would that peace mean to me? Would that mean that I would have more time with my family? Or would that mean that I wouldn't have to be stressed out about the next bill that's coming in? If you're building a business, you're going to build a business that's going to support your life, and your life is all different things. It's lifestyle, and it's attitude, and it's money, and it's all those things. And I wrote down that prosperity grows through alignment, not pressure. Well, what do I mean by that? True success and abundance come when your actions, values, timing, and purpose are in harmony. So when your actions, your value, and your timing and purpose are all in harmony. So that's when true success comes. When you force the outcome, all that does is create stress and fear. So I'm going to align myself with God's word, and I'm going to pray for prosperity. Excuse me, I'm going to act with integrity, and I'm going to choose to work and have goals that fit with the gifts that God has given me and also the season in my life. Now, I'm 78, so I'm in a different season than you might be. But God has given us all different gifts, and I want you to focus on what your gift is for the season of your life right now. And those are the reasons we're going to set goals. We're not going to rush in to just say, well, I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to have better health, or I'm going to eat better, or, all the things that you say. But I'm prepared, I'm persistent, and I'm building a purpose business, one faithful step at a time. Thank you, Cindy. That was the end of my talk, but I wanted to read one little prayer. Lord, help me see my work through your eyes, fruitful, purposeful, and growing in its time. And I hope you all enjoyed that. And I certainly enjoyed sharing that with you.
All right.
Wow, Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn.
We've got a lot of
A
great
lot of stuff.
I think that we're going to do this way more often. I just want to thank, we're going to have a Q&A in a minute, but I want to thank all the guests for being on tonight. I want to thank everyone who's on. Don't forget, this Monday night, it's for you. It's for you to bring your guests on so we can help share and we can get to meet them also. So thank you all, and God bless you for joining us tonight. And be sure to get those enrollment forms filled out and to the person who invited you tonight.